Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to work on how to do crow pose. So if you want to get into arm balances and you're not really sure where to start, crow pose is a great place to start. There are so many options to use blocks or different props to help you. So let's get started. We're not going to be doing a flow or anything. We'll just be working on how to do crow pose, and I'll give you some tips and then you can kind of play around with which version you'd like to do. So when you start coming into your crow pose, you don't want to have your hands out too wide because it's not going to work. You're just going to fall and you won't be able to get up. So you're going to want to bring your hands about shoulder width apart. And then when you start to come into this, you're going to come up onto your toes, putting a bend into your elbows. So you're almost creating these chaturanga arms, and just bringing your knees to the backs of your arms. So you can stay here, right? So just working on this upper body strength here and pressing yourself forward and back. Or you can start to press yourself forward, tipping forward, bringing knees back and lifting one foot, and then maybe lifting the other. Playing with this balance, okay? So if that's too scary and you're afraid to fall on your head, which I'm absolutely terrified of, you can start by using a block or maybe a pillow or a blanket to put under your head in the beginning. So if you have your block, if you don't have blocks, I highly recommend them because they're going to help a lot, especially when we do one of our headstand practices as well. So place your block in front of you so that it's this long way here. So like this. And then begin to bring your hands. This is also a good measure too. So you want your thumbs and your first fingers to be about in line with this block. Spreading your fingers wide so that you have this good base, and then bringing your knees behind your elbows or behind your arms here. Slowly tipping yourself forward, bringing your head to your block, and then playing with maybe lifting one foot and then the other. So that's an option as well. So if you're afraid to lift your toes, if you have a second block, you can bring this block behind you. I'm going to try to figure out how I can shimmy this here. And you're going to have to play a little bit with the distance between your blocks, but just bringing this block almost underneath you, placing your hands on the earth, knees come to the backs of your arms, forehead comes to your first block, toes come onto your second block, engaging your core, and then playing with lifting one foot and then the other. Maybe both. Maybe you start to lift the head. Just playing with that a little bit. Now, if you have your crow pose and you can hold it, I have another option for you there. So let's say you use the blocks, you're able to get into this crow pose, you're feeling good, you want a little more. Here you go. So coming into your crow, fingers spread apart, kind of getting into this crouching position, bringing your knees behind your arms, slowly pressing yourself forward, coming into this crow, lifting your toes up. Maybe you take some toe taps, or maybe you play with coming back into your chaturanga. Or if tripod headstand is in your practice, you can work on going from crow to your tripod headstand. So we'll see if I can make this work right now. I'll try to show you guys. But here we go. So you're here, you're bringing your arms or your knees behind your arms, slowly shifting forward, slowly dropping your head to the earth. You're in this tripod headstand, okay? And then slowly lifting one leg up, and then slowly lifting the other. And then maybe slowly bring your legs down, back onto your elbows, and lifting up. It takes a lot of core strength, a lot of focus. It's kind of hard to talk and do it at the same time. So maybe just playing around with a couple of those variations, seeing what works for you, seeing what you like, and grabbing some blocks, because Blocks will help a lot with these inversions, arm balances, and all this other work you're going to be doing. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath here. So I'm excited. I hope you guys do this video. So many variations for you to play around with, and I'll see you next time.